Hello, beautiful souls. I just wanted to come on and have a little conversation about twin flames and what I believe the whole thing is about and give my takeaway on it so that maybe, I can open some people's eyes to my way of seeing, or to let you see that there's a different way of seeing than all that is portrayed to you. Okay. I have a different twin flame journey than most because my twin flame was murdered in 2012. So to say that it's been hard and crappy and crazy, to say the least, is not anywhere near trying to make you understand how it's been. I'm not doing this or saying any of this for sympathy. I just want to get my point across and to show what I believe is a lot of negative in this twin flame journey right now, and it shouldn't be this way. When I talk about that, the reason I say that is because I myself had the twin flame journey that everybody talks about, that everybody knows, the epitome of a perfect relationship. There was no hurt or pain or anything other than him dying and leaving me. That is where all my hurt and pain and abandonment came from. We got along and had nothing but unconditional love from day one. There was no arguing, there was no abuse, there was no narcissism. There was none of that in my twin flame relationship. Now, I'm not sitting here saying that that is the way it is in all twin flame relationships. There's always going to be problems, and there's always going to be stuff that you have to go through. There is no perfect relationship, and if anybody says that there is, they're lying. So I'm not sitting here trying to say that I had a perfect relationship, because I didn't. But what I didn't have was hurt or pain or cheating or, any moments like that. Anytime that we had hard times in our relationship, it would be because, he was a war vet, and so he had PTSD really bad, so it wasn't anything for, me to wake up with him choking me and thinking that he was at war. So we did have problems, but it wasn't anything that was because of us. It was all from matrix, man-made problems. So the reason I bring all of this up is because I think a lot of people focus too much on their twin flame, and what I want to say to that is, the unconditional love and respect and everything that you're looking for from your twin flame, you're not. You're looking for it from yourself, from you. And until you fully 100% get that concept, even if you're twin and you are together, it's never going to be okay, because you have to clear out all the karma from everything before you go together, because if you don't, it's just going to be tower after tower after tower after tower after tower, And the reason I say that is because, you can't take a pure soul and a still working on themselves non-pure soul and put them together and expect them to vibrate the same, to be in the same anything, because it doesn't work like that. Like, you need to be here and here and not here and here or here and here, and it's nobody's fault, but it is your fault if you don't clear this stuff before you come together. And so, I can't even make you understand how much importance it is for you to be completely 100% in love with yourself and everything about you, and the same for your twin. They need to be in that state. They need to be there to where y'all can have a perfect relationship instead of all this, and I'm gonna say some more stuff and I'm probably gonna make some people mad, and I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. There's a lot of people that are okay. I'm in a lot of groups and a lot of chats, and I know a lot of people on the spiritual journey, and I hear a lot of people talking about how, their twin is in a relationship with a karmic. And so they want them to hurry up and get out of that relationship with the karmic so they can come and be with you because they're your twin. And and they sit there and have conversations back and forth while they're in another relationship with somebody else. And that to me is ridiculous. Okay, if it's your twin, it's always going to be your twin, and when they get out of all this karmic mess, then you can be together. But sitting there pining over somebody else who's in a married relationship or another relationship, even if it's a good or a bad relationship, that's not okay. That's still cheating. That's still, not being two pure hearts coming together as one. You should never want somebody that's in a relationship with somebody else until they're out of that relationship, because that's not okay for you. That's you dropping your standards, saying it's okay for you to be in this relationship and still use me. And it's not. It's never freaking okay to do that. You know, if you're twins in another relationship, leave them alone. Let them be in that relationship and finish everything before you try to force yourself on them, or force, you know, because all it's doing is hurting you. It's hurting you so bad, and it breaks my heart, all these women and men that sit here and cry over their twins all the time because they feel like they can't live without their twin, or they can't. You can. You are whole yourself. You don't need anybody else to make you whole. You are one. There isn't these two people coming together and making one. You come together with yourself first. You are one. Twins are two coming together as one, not becoming one. Okay? And I'm getting angry with this because this whole twin flame thing is ridiculous to me. And if you want my 100% takeaway, I am a twin flame. I'm 100% a twin flame. But again, here I am going to go in left field and make you think about this. In my thinking of the whole twins merging into one and becoming one, I believe in that, but I believe that's with your higher self, not with your divine counterpart. I believe that you need to bring your higher self back down from source into you, and you need to merge as one and become one. Not you and somebody else, just you. Merge with yourself, become your own twin flame. Marry yourself, love yourself. Be from your heart space, but never, ever, ever put your happiness in somebody else's hands, ever. Because if you do that, you will spend 7 years of hurt and pain, of trying to undo the tangled web that I did when I gave my heart to my twin flame and he died. You know, that's been the hardest thing that I've ever had to go through, or, you know, that it broke me. You know, and I finally realized, why would I put all of that into somebody else when I need to put it into myself? If, you know, a little thing that he told me that helped me recently get through a bunch of stuff and get over him and stuff like that was, Carrie, love yourself the way you love me. And at first I got mad when he said that, you know, because he's one of my guys. I talk to him all the time. But I got mad and upset, and I'm like, how could you ever say that? How could I ever love myself the way that I love you? But I can't. And I did. And I learned how. And let me just tell you, the love that I give myself, I have never got from anybody else. Ever, 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 ever from anybody else. So, that was my rant about this whole twin flame thing. You know, give me your feedback, give me your comments. I'd love to hear them. This is my perception of this. If you don't like it or it triggers you, still give me your comments. We can talk, we can discuss. But like I said, this is my takeaway on this whole twin flame journey. And this is just what I believe that it needs to be. And I also believe that some of the negative have used it against us to try, you know, to hold us down and to keep us down, you know. And in my opinion and my belief system, if it's a twin flame, they don't cheat, they don't abuse, they're not narcissists, they don't do any of that if they're fully in their twin flame state. So if all of that is happening, don't ever let that happen. Don't be abused, don't be hurt. You know, I see women saying that their twin has choked them or done just horrible things to them, and that's not okay. A twin flame does not do that. They don't. And so maybe it's not your twin flame, or maybe it's not your time to be in union. And just so everybody knows, you know, even if you are a twin flame, you may not get a union in this lifetime. It's not a have-to thing. And there's so many soulmates that can love you and be at the same level as you, you know, if your twin flame isn't in a good relationship. You don't have to be with this person, but you do need to be with yourself. So, I love y'all. Meet me at my vibration. Namaste, and thank you for listening to my opinion of this twin flame journey. I love y'all so much. Bye, beautiful souls.